Alright guys, good morning. We have the update ready. You can see it here. Everything is new. We can quickly take a look at the shop and see what is here. Spoiler alert, the pack is actually a banger. We'll come to this in a moment. Very cool card case of King's Sarcophagus here. This is very cool, I have to say. Won't get this because why would you? But this is also very nice. And then we have Memento and Agatic as an icon, which I don't like that much, but it's okay. We also got a new secret pack. We can quickly take a look at that. Obviously get our free pull here. Let's see what we can get. Free Ultra is always nice, but this secret pack ain't it, so you definitely should not pull from this. There's not anything really interesting or good in here. But let's see what we can get here. Free super rare. What is this? Two Tunos, Sea Monster of Theseus. Okay, wild, totally wild card. But yeah, the secret pack, as I already said, is not it. We will take a look at the selection pack in a moment. You can see not the greatest ultra rares in here, not a single good one if you ask me. So skip this completely, get your free pack, and then never ever pull from this again. Revived Legion. Okay, let's talk about the big banger in the room. The cards in there are really crazy. How they put the ultra rare, where they put the ultra rares on, it's really great for most of the decks. So we can quickly take a look at the animation of the Little Knight. A very cool animation. I like it a lot. You will need one of the Little Knights. For rescue ace, you might also want two. We have the Deduchlikan combined creation. Also very cool. Horus. Unfortunately, why did they give the animation to this Horus guy? Because you will not use him. And then Raging Phoenix animation is amazing. Okay, cards included in this pack. Let's talk about the craziness that is this pack. This might be the first pack with a very generous ultra rare spread, if you ask me. If you want to play Salamangreat, then you are very lucky because Salamangreat is actually not expensive. If I am not mistaken, you will need one Salamangreat of Fire. We also have the Code of Soul, which is also a new card, which I think, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think these are both one-offs in the Salamangreat deck. You don't need multiples of them, and you will also be able to get a Promethean Princess if you don't have it already, and then obviously a Pyro Phoenix, which this is something you definitely want a one-off to kill your opponent, but other than that you will need two Raging Phoenix. So if you want to go for Salamangreat, you will need one Raging, two Raging, one Pyro, I think one Salamangreat of Fire, and then one Code of Soul. And all the other Salamangreat cards, all the other new ones, by the way, EMP Meow Mine, so the new IP Masquerina card, which I think you will also play at one in the deck. It is here as a super rare, that's quite nice. We also have all of the other Salamangreat cards here as super rares, which is not that important because you can also get them from the structure deck, which is something that you should have. Then for Salamangreat, we can see there's nothing really very expensive here. If we scroll down here, we can see that most of the Salamangreat cards are normals or rares. So not too expensive of a deck. If you want to go ahead and play this, we have the Weasel down here, and then we have other cards. The Weasel is together with the Salamangreat of Fire, the main one, I think, and together with the Raging Phoenix. So really not expensive if you are the Salamangreat player, want to play Salamangreat. Obviously, if you just want your support for your Snake Eyes and Fire King future deck, for the Fire deck, for the OTK line that I will show a video of how to do it, then you only need one Raging Phoenix. So if you don't want any of these archetypes, you just go ahead and craft one Little Knight and then one Raging Phoenix if you want to play this in your fire decks. And then, unfortunately, I think the deck that got it worse is, unfortunately, Horus. The package that you want to play, which is one Sarcophagus, one Happy, and then 3 Imseti, is definitely the most expensive one. You don't need the Black Flame Deity. But if you want to play the full control variant of Horus, then you will also need 3 Happy. If you just want the base package, then you can go with 3 Imseti and 1 Happy and 1 King Sarcophagus. For the Memento stuff, I have to say this is not that expensive actually. This is quite cheap because you only need 1 combined creation, and then you only need 3 Anguish. These are only 4 ultra rares, and all the other stuff is super rare actually. So Memento, definitely not the most expensive one, same as Salamangreat, the most expensive one being a Horus stuff here. But even the Horus stuff, I think it's fine, right? 5 ultra rares if you want to play the base thing, and then 7 ultra rares if you want to play the pure Horus deck. Obviously the Horus stun variant, which you will most likely play it as. Obviously, this is a bit more expensive, but I think still on an okay side. The ultra rares are very nice here. So one of the best packs, in my opinion, to ever hit the game in terms of fairness of how expensive specific archetypes are, if you ask me. Obviously, not taking into consideration that for some decks like the Horus deck, you will need additional cards in the extra deck that you might not have, because the Horus cards are level 8s. So you will need level 8 rank XYZs that you might not already have. This is something to keep in mind. Every other stuff here, the rest of the Horus stuff is super rare or below, so not hard to get. We have some mathmech stuff in here as well, which makes sense because this is just all cybers, right? So that makes sense. Yeah, Salamangreat really cheap. You can go ahead and just grab the Salamangreat structure decks to get some of the base cards that you definitely need. We can quickly take a look at this because I think Salamangreat will be the big fan favorite in this pack here. You obviously have access to 3 times Burning Spirits. We can quickly take a look at whether this is worth it. I think it is, because you need 2 times the Sunlight Wolf. You need Wailing Sis, though they are super rares. Talk Heat Soul, yeah, I don't think you play the Heat Leo. It's not a card that you really play. Not quite sure if you even play Signet Mining. So I guess grabbing 2 of the structure decks might be all that you need, because you need 2 Sunlight Wolves, that's for sure, because you can go Sunlight Wolf, overlay into Sunlight Wolf, and obviously you will also be able to save on a lot of costs by getting all of these super rares here, right? Gazelle and Spinny. I think this is a structure deck in which it might be more or it might be cheaper to get the structure deck just because of all the bulk that you are getting, because just imagine you will have to craft all these Salamangreat cards here. There are a lot of super rares that you need multiples of, so it's nice that we have this in here. And then obviously the new pack here, which, as I already said, is quite nice. So what is the conclusion on this pack? Should you buy it? Should you not buy it? I think if you don't want to play any of these 3 new archetypes here, being Salamangreat, Horus, and then Memento, then just go ahead and craft a Little Knight. If you also want to play, or if you play Snake Eyes or want to play Viking Snake Eyes in the future, then go ahead. Also Temper Dragon in the future, by the way. Then go ahead and craft 1 Raging Phoenix for the OTK line that is now available, and then leave it at that. If you want Salamangreat stuff, you can definitely go and pull from this pack, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards that are relevant. You might already have a Pyro Phoenix, but then again, you might not, because this is not in the structure deck, and why would you ever go and craft for this specific one here? So pulling from this pack when you want Salamangreat stuff, this could be quite nice. You also get access to Princess if you don't have it already, also cool. Some decks can also play 2 Princesses, so you might get an additional one. And if you want the Horror stuff, then it might make sense to pull from here, because you have 3 Ultras that you definitely need, so this makes sense. For Memento, honestly, it still makes sense in the term that you will also get the Memento super rares, but if you want to just grab the Memento stuff and nothing else, you could also go ahead and do this, though keep in mind you will need a Little Knight, so this is always something that everyone wants to pull one of. But you could just craft 1 of the Boss Monster Combined Creation and then 3 Anguishes and then call it a day, I guess, and be fine in the end, and craft all the other stuff here. This is something that you could do, so I think the pack really gives you the opportunity to either go deep into it if you want 1 or multiple archetypes here, or just also skip the pack and just craft what you need. You don't want to draw the Overload Fusion, by the way, or pull the Overload Fusion, because this is really not useful at all. But yeah, I'm super happy here. Really nice. A bit sad that they have not added a lot of accessoires and other bonus stuff here. It might come. There might be more in the future, because we only have this. I mean, this card case is amazing. Let me know in the comments if you think also this card case is so cool. Though even the card case is just not that amazing to get. So this is not something that I personally will pick up. You can let me know if you are going to do. We can also check the version update, but there's normally not something too important here. And we can see we basically have looked over all the updates here with the new selection pack. All right, guys, let me know in the comments what you think of this selection pack. What are you going to do here with this new upgrade? Will you go for the new selection pack with the very amazing animations? This, I have to say, very unfortunate that the Horus got this one, but we will see a lot of Little Knight, because this card will also come back to the field every time it banishes something. So the Raging Phoenix animation is, it's a banger. But yeah, let me know what you are going to do. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, hitting the thumbs up and the notification bell. Obviously, I will have a pack opening video ready for you in a moment, and then we will also go and live stream, and obviously throughout today and the following days you will see guides, combo guides, etc. on all the stuff, on the Horus stuff, on the Salamangreat stuff, but this is something that you, I guess, already know from me. So we might see each other later in the live stream. I would be happy to see you there. If not, then I wish you a great release day, and we will see each other in the next one.